Hi Super Kids, it's Curious Kiefer here at the Library of Curiosities, and I am curious about a lot of things, as my name would lead you to suggest. And recently, I saw the latest pictures from NASA's Hubble telescope. I'm sure you saw the pictures too. There's pictures of stars and stardust and a whole world of wonder, which got me to thinking, what does space feel like? What's the texture of space? Will you work on a little project with me looking to answer those questions? I thought we'd make our very own mixed media collage, an outer space nature collage. All right, Super Kids, here is our super plan. First, we'll grab all the supplies we need. Then, we'll get inspired. Then, we'll work on our background. We'll get collaging. And finally, we'll make it super. Here's what you'll need. Black cardstock, some construction paper in assorted colors, an old magazine your adults have given you permission to use, a pencil, some coloring supplies, a glue stick, a pair of scissors, some clay, some small rocks from outside, and blades of grass, wildflowers, and leaves from outside. But all of these are optional. This will take some time to gather all your supplies, so press pause if you need. I'll be stargazing. All right, time to get crafty. Let's start by looking at some images of space. Use this moment to take stock of the supplies you have. Use your pencil to sketch out some ideas on the paper. Are these shapes you like in the images you see? Are there objects you imagine? Take your piece of black cardstock or whatever other piece of construction paper or regular paper you would like to use. Use your pencil to draw the basic lines in your collage. Is it divided into sections? Did you imagine a black hole in the middle? Did you picture a swirly bunch of space rocks? Take your time and let your imagination take you wherever it wants to go. Press pause if you need more time. Step 2, create the background. Take your clay and decide which parts of your collage you want it to be a part of. I'm going to make some rocky looking curves at the bottom, so I'll stick clay there. It will act as glue later. Experiment with how you're putting the clay on the cardstock. You can do this part using different materials as well, like your construction paper. Cut out some portions in any wide shape you imagine and stick them to the cardstock using glue. What does space feel like? Keep thinking about what textures you could add to your collage based on how you think space might feel. And although we don't know what space feels like, we do know what it might smell like. Can you guess? Burnt steak. That's right, astronauts who returned from spacewalks smelled like burnt steak. That's because of polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons floating in space. I wonder, can taste and smell inspire texture? Can it inspire images? Maybe there's some burnt steak floating in your collage of space. Press pause if you need more time. Step 3. Collage, collage, collage to infinity and beyond. Leaf through an old journal and find images or patterns you like. Cut those out and glue them onto your collage. Get creative. What do you imagine could be floating in space? See where and how you want to stick your rocks onto your page. If you're using clay, you can probably stick your small rocks straight onto it. If you delineated your collage sections with construction paper, you can use your glue stick. Make a thick layer and glue your rocks on. Make sure you let them dry. Super tip. Objects that are bigger will appear closer, and objects that are smaller will appear further away. Choosing different sized elements and strategically placing them will create perspective in your collage. Want to add more things from nature? Take a stroll outside and see if you can't pick up some blades of grass or wildflowers or leaves. Glue them on whole or cut them into interesting shapes. Need more time on this step? Press pause. I'll be floating in zero gravity. Step 4. You know it. Time to make it super. Your collage is coming together. Use this step to keep adding interesting elements to make it super. If you have a white gel pen, you can use it to make stars in the sky. This is a mixed media collage. So what other things can you find around the house to add to your vision of outer space? Can you get your artwork to tell a story? Have fun, and remember, there are no rules. Press pause if you need more time. Wow, would you look at those collages? Inspired from images of the Hubble telescope and transformed by your imaginations. A theory of what space feels like. So cool. When you've finished, take a photo of your creation and send it into hello@supernow.com. I can't wait to see what you've come up with. Catch you later.